at least 2 dogs, I think, at this point in time. We have our, I want to say our 3rd dog, but our 2nd dog that's succeeding up at Lowell right now, being trained. Our first dog, Radar, is the white one over there. He's probably about to start sending us hate mail because he was raised in Florida and he's in Nebraska. And I suspect we're going to hear very quickly that, is this going to put on off? Very quickly that it's cold in Nebraska. But I guess you guys, you had played golf with her, not with
her husband, yeah.
With her husband. And she's enjoying the dog a great deal. And it's a way to kind of give back. And I know that's kind of what you guys are doing. In our dog club, we do the same thing, in different ways, perhaps. We've got about 100 teams of owners and dogs that are therapy dogs. All of these dogs tonight are therapy dogs. So we're in all the assisted living, all the memory care, all the physical therapy groups or places, the cancer places in villages. Not in the village's hospital, for some reason they don't want us to. But, so we're kind of doing that. We've got 100 groups doing that. We've got about 32 people with their dogs, who are also therapy dogs, who are doing READ. This is Reading Education Assistance dogs. They are in the schools. Wildwood, Lady Lake Elementary over on Rolling Acres, the villages, charter schools, the elementary school, and some of the others as well. And Sarah Morgan, who was with Murray, did all the ushering for you guys, told us that she sees that the READ dogs are seeing about 260 kids a week. Wow. Every week. It's not a, oh, I want to do it this week and then not do it. It's a commitment you make with the student. They come in, they sit down on a blanket with the dog and read out loud to the dog. And most of these READ people have signaled their dog in such a way that he'll do something. If we're not, if the child that's reading is having some difficulty, or they want to test his comprehension, they'll say, well, I think so-and-so, I think Tucker or I think Murray had a problem understanding what did you just say? What did that mean? So they're trying to encourage these kids to read, but also encourage them to read better, which is the big thing. Let's face it, without reading, we're lost, totally. As I said, we've done 2 Patriot Service dogs at this point. One of our dogs didn't make it, but we have one that's up there now, Tucker. My dog's name is Tucker also. This Tucker was named for the family that went through us to help support that dog. And that dog is up there in memory of a relative of theirs who was killed, a Marine Corps, I think he was a corporal. But, so as I said, we've got therapy dogs, the READ dogs. You guys understand what service dogs are, I think. So that's not an issue. But I know you guys are doing a great deal up there. I know you've got folks up at Lowell also helping with the inmates up there. And they're learning a skill. But I don't want to belabor the point and go on any further with that. I'm just going to say it's time for the circus. Thank you for inviting us. And I'm going to say, Dottie, come on out. Hey.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. Welcome to the Jacaronda Island Big Top! Featuring the dynamic dog club, Traveling Circus. Now, all of our dogs are certified therapy dogs, but tonight, for your thrills, chills, and total amazement, they have transformed themselves into circus clowns, dancers, and ferocious and unpredictable beasts. Do due to the close proximity of our beasts and you, our beloved audience, our attorneys have insisted that each and every one of you sign our liability release form. You have signed our liability release form.
Of course, yes.
You have? All of you?
Yeah.
They said they've signed it. This is a first. Well, then there's nothing to stop us from introducing our star-studded cast. Lolly was the first one to run away and join the circus. Of course we tried to talk her out of it, but every time she got near a suitcase, she'd start packing it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I did not want to have to do this in front of such an esteemed audience. But this part of the circus is going to be X-rated. X-rated? Yeah, I thought something would be like that. Because Lolly likes to perform in the nude. Those of you with delicate sensibilities, please avert your eyes. Now, as I was saying, every time she got near a suitcase, she'd start packing it. Seeing that kind of determination, we just couldn't say no. So we went ahead and let her join the circus. And because she's mostly Pekingese with ancestors from all the way around the world in China, she became known as the world-famous Upside Down Dog. Because she likes to look at everybody and everything upside down. But if she's looking at you upside down, do not stand on your head. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. After years of working as the world-famous Upside Down Dog, her persistence and determination and unbridled enthusiasm paid off, and she became the owner of the circus. She keeps a close eye on all of the acts from her throne's prominent viewing position. And as owner of the circus, she feels she has attained celebrity status and now requires her own personal assistant. Now, you all have met our handsome golden doodle, Murray, who is our usher. And I see that you all have good seats, so he must have done his usual excellent job. Murray, come on in and let us thank you for a job well done. Mickey Mouse is a Yorkshire Terrier and is a circus clown. He has been with the circus since its very inception. Some people say, oh, that's a wind-up dog. Do any of you think it's a wind-up dog?
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, you're very smart. It's not a wind-up dog.
Wind-up dog?
It's battery operated. And I told you that Lolly was from China, and she must still have some connections because she was able to negotiate with the Chinese authorities to get our next performer on loan. Come on in, Remy the Panda Bear. up to something funny. So when he tried out for the circus as a jester, they hired him on the spot. Come on in, Charlie. Our dainty little Chihuahua, Tinkerbell, has transformed herself into the very rare twin-tailed pygmy giraffe. Let's watch her load into the Jacaronda Island Big Top. What am I supposed to do?
Oh,
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, do not panic. But Chloe, aka Simba, our almost trained lion, has escaped.
Oh my.
And she's chasing her terrific trainer.
That's right. Where is the
Wait a minute. There's no reason to be afraid. She's already had a big meal for today, hasn't she, Danny? Ladies and gentlemen, be very still and try to act like you're not afraid. Because animals can sense fear.
That's something good.
No.
No.
She wants something else.
is she under control?
Yes. Thank you. I told you that the circus is a very dangerous place. So before we go any further, I'm going to ask Mickey Mouse, our circus's chaplain, to say a little silent prayer for everyone involved in the circus.
We can say prayers.
Can you say a prayer for everyone all around the Jacaronda Island Big Top? About 80% of you are covered. Thank you, Mickey. Now, on with the show. Let's see who's arriving to work in style.
Oh, whatever.
Charlie! Charlie, you have a brand new car! Charlie! Charlie, congratulations on the new car, but why are you so late? Charlie, I'm talking to you. Why are you so late? What? You were coming to work work and you came across the clown mobile and it was broken down in the road? Charlie, why didn't you pick them up and carry them to work in your car? Charlie, you are never going to make an Uber driver like that. Go park your car and punch in on the time clock. You just have your learner's permit, don't Wait a minute. The clowns aren't coming. You can't have a circus without clowns. Unless you'd like to help. Simba, can you pass out the necessary equipment?
Here. Right here.
Now, those of you who are lucky enough to be receiving these fantastic souvenir clown noses,
Hold it. Hold this for me.
feel free to take them home where you can clown around with them as much as you
Come on
like.
over here. Yes, he looks like a
Come on,
clown.
Charlie.
He doesn't have turkey for you, no.
Oh, good news! The Clownmobile is coming after all. It seems that Mickey Mouse, in his dedication to the circus, as soon as he heard about Breakdown, he rushed to the scene and has pushed the Clownmobile all the way back to the Jacaronda Island Big Top. And here he comes now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would ask that you be very quiet because Chloe, aka Simba, our almost trained lion, is going to attempt some fantastic acts on the high wire.
Okay.
And please note, she is doing it without a net.
Simba, sit. Simba, sit. Thank you, Simba. Simba, sit. Climb it, Simba. Simba! Sit! Pause up, Simba! Pause up! Pause up! Okay, it's gonna be like that. All right.
Something like
Simba, down! Simba, climb it! Down! Simba, down! Yes! Wait, just wait. Simba really likes her Happy Meals, all right? We have, wait, just wait right there. We have French fries. We have the burger, okay, the little burger. All right? And we have the cookie. Okay. Now, Simba, I want you to pick out the French fries. Bring me the French fries, Simba. Okay, along with that, we must have our vegetables, right? So, Simba, come up back up here. Oh, but you had enough French fries, right? Okay, wait right there. We're going to have some peas instead, okay? You ready? Let's eat our peas. Oh, okay, how about again? Whoa, yes! Okay, one more, yes! Can I have the beach ball? Simba, come up here, right here. Climb it. Simba, woohoo! Okay, sit. Now, every good dog should be taken to the beach in Florida, right? And that's what we do, and we play volley. Volley the ball, Simba. You ready? Ready? Get ready, okay? Get enthusiastic. Ready? Go get it.
Get enthusiastic.
Oh, may I have the hoop of fire? Oh, now, I promise you, Simba, it will not be like last rehearsal, all right? You will not get singed. Come up here. Simba, climb. Right here, up here. Ooh, yes. Wait, just wait right there. Wait right there. All right, hold on, hold that thought. Jump, Simba!
Oh, he's almost there.
Hold it, hold it. Okay! Thank you, Simba.
That was amazing. Now, you know, one of the best parts of going to the circus is eating the junk food. I mean, what's better than a good old circus hot dog? So, taking advantage of this, Charlie has decided to moonlight between acts as a refreshment vendor.
Just a light snack, a little candy, a tiny drink, a little bit of candy. Very few calories. Anyone? Anyone?
No one purchased a tiny snack? Now, Lolly is normally a trapeze artist, but we were unable to get the proper permit to hang the trapeze rigging. So I'm going to have to hypnotize Lolly to make her think that she's on the trapeze. But I must warn you that if any of you are susceptible to hypnotism, do not look at my magic crystal. Don't mess with me. Lolly, you are getting very sleepy.
That was fast.
And Lolly, when you awaken, you're going to think that you're flying through the air with the greatest of ease, but you'll actually be doing your gymnastic routine on the floor. Awaken. Lolly. Oh, she sneezed. She sneezed. Oh, hurry. She sneezed. Goodness. Better get a Kleenex. Okay, now can you do your rollover? Good. Come this way. extra appreciation you can show because these performers are working for kibble. Turn around.
No bets.
This way. Sit. Okay, can you at least tell them thank you for watching the tricks? Really? Now's when you pick to do the repairs? Hey, we're in the middle of a show here.
I'm getting paid for this.
He's the only one.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. Okay, thank you very much. I've just been informed by one of our sideshow barkers. Oh, come on. That they've spotted a couple of escaped convicts on the grounds, and they're known pickpockets. So please, everybody, keep a sharp eye out and stay safe.
Inmates. Oh, he's got straight.
Security! Security! Security!
Oh, okay.
This is security. Your weapon drawn already. Well, I don't know.
I mean, if they
hired her.
they surely must have thought that she can get the culprit.
Sorry about this microphone. So, I guess you'll get the culprit. I'm so sorry, sir.
Okay.
Please take the rest of the day off. I apologize.
Do I get my money back?
We'll talk about that. The show must go on. Tiny the Terrific, which is Mickey Mouse's alter ego, will now amaze and astound you with his jumping and balancing exploits. First, the hurdles and hoops. Now, Tiny will perform on one of the most dangerous obstacles in all of circus dump. The balance beam.
Balance beam.
Okay, here we go. There we go.
It's amazing, isn't it? Now Tiny will attempt to balance on the balance beam while spinning a ball. And now Tiny will do a trick that no other circus performer would dare try. He's going to put his little hands on a bejeweled pyramid and balance on the balance beam on one foot. And now, Mickey is so proud of his accomplishments, he's going to climb to death-defying heights to acknowledge the audience's appreciation. Three rings and the circus have been synonymous since the beginning of time. Sparing no expense, we are now setting up the legendary 3 rings for the Jacaronda Island Big Top. Now, can I see Charlie in the green ring, Remy in the yellow ring, and Tinkerbell in the pink ring? Now, these little dogs are spinning champions, but normally they spin suspended from a rope hung in the rafters. But we had that permit problem.
No permit, yeah.
So they are going to attempt to do it on the floor with the unmerciless weight of gravity on their little legs. Spin, little dog, spin. The synchronicity. I'm getting a little dizzy.
The dog's getting dizzy.
That was amazing. Thank you very much. And now, Charlie is going to ring a bell just as though he were commanding attention at the waterfront inn. You can get it. Where is that desk clerk? Thank you, Charlie. Now, off an acclaimed performance at the Sharon, Tinkerbell and Remy are going to play for your listening pleasure a piano concerto duet. Oh, how heartfelt. Can't you just feel the emotion coming from their little souls, going down their little legs and into the keyboards? Oh, and Charlie's joining in on percussion.
No.
Doesn't it just make you want to dance?
Oh, yeah.
Feel free. Oh, that is so emotional. I hardly have words.
Yeah.
And I know that all you music lovers out there are impressed also. Their latest CD is available in the box.
Will they sign it?
They can give you autographs. Yes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the act that you have all been waiting for, the amazing obstacle course extravaganza, where we will ask these same little talented dogs to show their courage by jumping over a sleeping lion. Sometimes he has insomnia. Then racing through a flaming tunnel. And finally, traversing over a mountain of a polar bear. Lions and tunnels and bears. Oh my gosh. Okay, can we see ready?
Okay. Jump. Tunnel.
Simba up! Now, Charlie? Now, I must warn you that Charlie is a speed demon. So, if you blink, you may miss it.
I just put his head down.
And now, dainty little Tinkerbell, can you have the same courage as those other dogs? And maybe Tinkerbell will grace us with her signature twirl at the end. Tinkerbell, watch me. Okay. Not disappointed. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited and honored to tell you that we have found one of the last living descendants of that great mystic of the East, Karnak the Magnificent. Remember Karnak the Magnificent?
Oh, yeah.
We have persuaded his descendant to come all the way to the villages to display his psychic abilities and crop failure here. And as I was speaking of the descendant, this is not he. But ladies and gentlemen, please help me give a warm welcome to Remy the Remarkable! It must run in the genes. A lot of times Karnak couldn't find his way to the desk. So.
Come, Garnet. Oh, here, gracious one.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have, in order for him to display his cognitive abilities, I have questions never before seen by the human or dog eye, hermetically sealed in these envelopes, and he will give us the answers to the afore not seen questions. Anytime you're ready. Ready? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Remy has a touch of laryngitis tonight. So I'm going to try to faithfully translate what he whispers to me. A watchdog. That's what I said. What kind of dog keeps the best time? Because he was seeing spots.
Because he was seeing spots.
There's an echo in here. Why did the Dalmatian go to the eye doctor?
Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hold in my hand the last envelope.
One in the crowd.
He stole the show.
He stole the show.
What happened when the dog went to the flea circus?
They'll get it later.
I'm not so sure.
Thank you, Remy. It's not you, it's them. Can you give us one last prognostication before you leave, Remy? An accident? Oh, okay, well, thank you. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Garnet may need a leash.
Oh.
Yeah, we did. All right. Come, Garnet.
Thank you, oh wise woman. I guess it's not all that uncommon that he would predict an accident. I mean, the circus is very dangerous. And I'm sure that you've been probably wondering to yourselves, with all of these dangerous acts in the circus, isn't it inevitable that there would be some accident that would harm one of your performers? And the answer is yes. But never fear, we have an emergency plan in place. And we're going to demonstrate it just as soon as the next emergency happens. Oh, see, an accident. And as soon as Murray, our first responder, as soon as he hears it, he runs and sounds the alarm. And then he grabs his first aid kit and races off to summon the ambulance, which is manned by Simba, the circus nurse. She pumps the poor victim, in this case, Charlie. Push. Poor Charlie's all bandaged up.
Push it, baby, push it. Come on, push it. Yeah!
And arm during this demonstration. Now this just about concludes our service, but we always like to end with a patriotic salute to our armed forces, our veterans, and the United States of America. Mickey Mouse will be our flag bearer, and the rest of the circus troupe will serve as honor guard.
Worked for all my life, and I had to start again. Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and remember today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
I want to thank all of our performers and their trainers. Please sit down. But we couldn't do this circus without the wonderful help of our backstage crew. So please help me thank our stagehands, Bing and Debbie and Kathy, our music manager, Betty, our handyman, Loris, and Lolly's personal assistant, Nora. And thank you for letting us set up our tent with you here tonight, Jacaranda Island. We have been so excited to do this show because we know that you all are great supporters of Patriot Service Dogs as we are. And you know all about what a great job they do with the veterans, how they change lives with the female inmates. And it's just a wonderful charity all the way around. So we were so excited to come and show you what we do to raise money for Patriot Service Dogs. So we hope that you enjoyed the show and that you will give to our little basket that's conveniently located right there. It will be over by the door so you can't escape. Thank you in advance for your generosity. Give you an opportunity to get up close and personal with our beasts, just as though you had a backstage pass. Now you can feel free to love on them and snuggle them because they've returned to their natural, sweet therapy dog state. They are no longer ferocious and unpredictable. Okay, yeah, they're still unpredictable. But they're no longer ferocious, so feel free. Thank you very much, Jacaranda Island.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Carol Collins is here tonight, but she normally is part of the circus troupe when she's in town, but she thought it was more important to be with her grandchild.